Great and beautiful morning, afternoon, and evening to you all, wherever you're joining me at this hour. I say, welcome to 173 edition of Investdata Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. I will say that the market across the globe are mixed. Why I say mixed, most of them are on the negative direction as we speak. But if you come to Africa, Africa market is mixed, and the NGS is equally looking up at this hour, sustaining the trend for almost 3 days now for the NGS, which is good. But if you look at the global market, like I always say, as far as you are trading anything that moves, always do your work, your trend following indicator. At the same time, set your work, your stop loss, protective stop loss is very, very important. As market goes up and down, this oscillation, like volatility, anything you call it, is what creates opportunity for traders to buy low and sell high. But you must understand how to do this your indicators, and that is why I say you must have your stop loss, also have your profit target, put your trading objective, planning your trade will also help you to achieve. That means you need to have what a plan and trade your plan. Once you are trading your plan, I will tell you, no matter the extreme volatility we are experiencing in the market, you will be able to manage your work, you manage your risk, and also protect your work, your tradable fund. Because this fund is very, very important. No matter how smart you are, and you're unable to manage your work, your fund, even when the market is rallying and you are not there because you have lost your fund, become a story. That is why I tell you, in any market phase, always apply what these indicators to help you to manage your work, to manage your position. As we speak, last week we saw that the both global market and the local market here we saw a good trend, a mixed trend that closed positive. Here in Nigeria, about 1.2 up, market recorded. But in matured market, we saw a mixed trend for the week, and market is opening lower this morning across this matured market. It's a sign of investors there also taking advantage of information that is emanating from the companies that are listed there, and also the economic details or economic data that also emanating. And that is why I said, as a trader, when you are trading news, you don't focus on the news, you focus on the reaction of of market players, the people that are also in the market, what they are doing that particular time. That is what you should focus your eyes on. If looking at the news alone, you might be carried away and you enter the wrong time. But if you're looking at the activities, the chart, the psychology, and the movement of those that are in the market, it has a long way of helping you to make information. We are seeing that as we speak now, that matured market like US market is in red as we speak now. It's open lower this week trading, and also that of Europe. But in Europe, market edge lower to open trade for today, as investor look all toward to a likelihood of monetary policy start also slowing down as a result of the impact of the recent data was made by Germany, the the producer price index that is also kind of giving a sign that things are also trying to improve in that environment. And like I said, this market in this environment, they are all in the red now as we speak, especially in the Europe market as we speak. But the recent expected no lower than expected consumer price index from US market is also what all eyes are not that this also might kind of trigger a kind of a reversal or a slowdown in aggressive for rate hike across the globe, and that is what is likely also to be a plus for the market if this also get underway and we start seeing that reduction. This will go a long way toward to impact positively on the stock market if there will be a slowdown in interest rate. I mean, this is the good news for investors in the market. But as far as also looking at the eurozone and inflation, I can tell you that also looking at how this is going to also have a kind of a slowdown, because if you look at the eurozone inflation about 10% against the last month 9.9, which about just a point up. These are also signs that there's a slowdown in this inflation gradually, but until for corporate earnings coming from this environment, market also has also helped them to take from decision. Why some companies numbers are also not looking good, but the ones that came from still, as we saw here in the brewery companies, we are seeing that some brewery companies over there too, their numbers are so. This is trying to tell you that after the COVID-19, there's a breakout then across the globe for brewery business, and that is also what we saw in our companies here. Apart from the Guinness that we saw that there's a kind of a slowdown in their Q1 number. but others we saw also a good one. Also, this one as we speak, oil price have also pulled back again. But this oscillation in oil price, like I told you, is as a result of what is happening in the energy environment and also the war in Ukraine and Russia, and also the OPEC try to cut and adjust forecast, and the fear of recession has continued to militate on oil price up and down. But I'll tell you, like I said 2 weeks ago, that the likely that oil price will still come as high as 120 or even 150 before the end of the year is possible. Don't forget that this activity that happen here and there, the political tension here and there, you can see that also fear of Taiwan and China also put there. These are the only things that are also going to impact on this price. But the good thing is that I'll tell you that the new cases of COVID-19 in China also has remained closely high, but I believe that there's a way also that will also be managed, and that's why you see oil price also not moving as expected, because this second largest world economy, consumption of crude oil has also because of lockdown here. Tomorrow they say they open it down. Now these are the information that is also moving the price of oil up and down. Don't forget that it is the information that comes to the market will also trigger direction of our activities. That's why you need to always look at this. But also, look at the recent concluded earnings season that has supported a market, across the globe, especially our own market. If you can see that recently we are seeing a market making lower highs again as a result of this number that we released recently in the month of October, and that informed decision taken in this month of November. Like I said, that between November and April is the most active period in the market. I can see gradually that we're seeing some stock trying to rebound, and also the market also trying to stabilize and start making lower highs at this period or this level of the market, trying to resist going down below the 43,000 mark. For me, it's a good sign that there's something supporting the market, and this I tell you that this stock market is not only apart from the earnings that came from the companies. It's an eye opener that these companies are have better numbers that support higher payout at the end of the day. I know that there are also some sectors that are also benefiting from what is happening. If you look at the result that came from the oil sector, oil and gas sector, especially here in Nigeria, look at the result that came from Stepler, the one that came from Eternal Oil, that of Total. And you can see that these numbers are really not bad. Also, if you look at the banking sector, you can see that. Also, if you look at even the industrial sector and some consumer goods, we are seeing numbers that are beyond as well. Look at the way of agriculture sector. Say that these numbers is what investors are looking, and now the prices have adjusted a bit down. It becomes attractive for them. And also, if you look at the telecoms industry, their numbers are also not bad. It tells you that these are what investors are looking, and also those that are holding cash and standing behind the top of the fence or standing on the fence. And these are people that are have fund that will come back to the market. I tell you, as all eyes are on the ongoing NPC meeting now today, tomorrow, this also will change where the market will be going to the future for for investors or traders in the market. And that is why those that are designing enough are already taking advantage of the low price. Even they are buying in stages to make sure that they take advantage of the low price before there will be kind of a rush to the market. And don't forget that at times when there's too much fun chasing stock, that stock might not be available in the market and price will keep on there. That is why those that design, like I tell you, that they are always two sides of the coin. The front and back, that means you have the bull and the bear, the oversold and the overbought region. Now that the market is making a good level at this oversold region, it gives you an insight of what is likely to happen at the end of the day. Also, if you look at what the market is coming from, where the market is coming from, around 54,000 mark to around this 44 or 43, you can see that there is a huge upside potential for the market. And those high capital that also that supported the market to make this uptrend also now adjusting down, correction is on, pullbacks and also profit taking in them. But that means once it comes to any season, and because the price are low and the yields of this company are becoming attractive, and this company also further grow their payout at the end of the day, that will tell you that there's a huge opportunity in the equity market. That's why I say you must understand how to play this market effectively. Once you're able to do that as an investor, you're able to gain more from the market. That's why you must understand the dynamics of stock market at any given time, no matter the market phase, no matter what the economic situation, because there's always opportunity. Either there's election here, uncertainty about election, still there's opportunity, because even before and after the election, market also respond to that. That means if you know the right time to be in the market, you take advantage of it and position right. Don't just say because yes, here and there. You have investment objective that is also guiding you. You know why you're in the market. You understand this I just said now, the ups and downs of the market, different phases of the market, and then you now know how to take what informed decision at the right time. As we speak now, like I said in one of the meetings during the weekend, that market is at a strong over sold region. and the factors supporting this market at this level. And I said the most important factor supporting the market is the earnings that came from the market. Like I just said, if these earnings are positive, what you expect of them is that to support price to go up. And I said it also that this the festive period, this last quarter of the year, a lot of scenarios that come with this at the end of the year will also support the market. And one of my writers said that market is likely to go up between 3 to 5% in this in this month of December. The earnings season, the Santa Claus rally is expected. If we see these positive numbers that have been also, and liquidity start coming back to the market, and that liquidity will come if at the end of MPC meeting we see that rate is left unchanged, because CBN taking on that step to manage inflation apart from using only interest rate to adjustment to manage inflation. If they are looking outside of the money redesign, naira redesign, to bring some fund out wherever they are hiding, these are the things that I feel that they should also be patient. Expect this thing to play out in the market between now and January, because this is the last MPC that I'm doing for this year. This is the last MPC for the year 2022. I believe that this is what will play out to the world. Let's see what is going to happen. But if they want to adjust rate, I believe I should be at a minimum the momentum or kind of growth, either 25% or 50 that I've said earlier also yesterday. These are the things that will support the market at speed. That means we don't need to panic at all at this moment, but rather stay in good stock. We know those are highly defensive stock that we have on exchange, and the sectors that are doing well, and those that are doing well, that their leaders said also that also be your target. We saw what happened in the banking sector just previous week, not only this week. We have seen that in recent weeks we have seen that a change in the index of the banking index, and also we are seeing improvement in the also price of stocks. But volume has not supported this. I'll say it again. Volume means that when you see that improve volume, see that more funds is coming and most institutional investors are already in the market. But that speculative activity is what is doing the market now. Not really that funds are coming, but the good thing is that the money flow index has crossed 50. Kudos, that is a very good one. That means now going up will not tell us if more funds are coming, and that will be at the end of this ongoing MPC meeting. For that, we don't need to panic in our position, but rather we take advantage of what we are seeing in the market now and buy low prices, and also at the end of the day we'll be smiling to the bank. This is what we should be doing now. This morning, before we go into looking at the chart, the market is in green here, but we want to look at the information that in the market as we speak now. Nestle and the total has adjusted forward for the dividend of 25 naira and 4 naira respectively, good as we speak. And also the news that that Dangote Cement also have also kind of slated a date forward for the extra ordinary meeting with the EGM forward for them to look at either cancellation of their on issue share. You can see that on issue share is becoming very kind of recurring in institution now everywhere in the market because of the deadline of 31st December by CSC. To every company to kind of either you wipe away what your on issue share to have only just the authorized share, which is the issue share in the market. These are the things that are going to also MTN have also fixed date also for that to also cancel their own. Why we saw the impact of corporate action, and which I said in this class that in all your planning, part of our drive market prices are part of what is a corporate action. After earnings, company sentiment, all of them, corporate action is very good because your company profit margin, company expansion in their top line, they are all good. But corporate action also at the same time has a way of what pushing kind of attention to particular stuff when this corporate action is in the market. We saw what happened on Friday when Nigeria Brewery came out to work for one bonus. This morning you can see that is also impacting the price of Nigeria Brewery. You can see how you as a trader use all these market events or market actions also to support your decision. But that is why at any time you must look at what is the price action or price sector. Also look at the timing of the market and the momentum behind the price or behind the price action, which we also will discuss in this class. In the video I said that talk about timing and indicator and all those stuff when you are in the market. These are very things that you need to also lay your hands on to always help you to take action. If you have that video on how to make profit in any market cycle, that also is a good one for you to start your investment. If you're already in a position, you have to know that you will be jumping out when others are waiting. Because people that whenever they jump out from the market, when they jump out from they see the market going up, they start complaining because there's nothing guiding them. And that's why in this class I don't play with my T line. T line is also easiest for you to know when to jump out of the market or not to jump into the market. If you have all these and also have the momentum because even at times you can see that market is going down, but don't tell that there's still some momentum. It's just a matter of time it will rebound. If you have some momentum in the stock, you don't need to jump out of it. But that's why I said your price action, timing, and momentum is key when we are charting. It's because it's very, very important. Chart is not just looking at where it's going. You need to understand, the price action, the structure, look at the timing, and at the same time, the momentum behind, so that you know what to do per time when we are looking at the chart. This is how we want to start. Also, go to the life chart now. But before then, we want to look at what the market is doing. Our market as week now is in green, and this is a good start for the week. And don't forget that despite the emphasis going on, I see market in this direction. You can see that, no, I would like to say that it's a filler already, that the information will be left unchanged. I can't say so, but I'll tell you, for people not sitting on the fence, people are still jumping the market. That means they are seeing something at the time, even when there's adjustment of either 55% basic point or 50, you don't do much on the market. But don't forget that the 15.50 is the highest interest rate so far I've seen since since our democracy started in the last 25 years, or what I put now. No, tells you that we need to look at what is going to happen today, being the last today, so tomorrow at the end of the MPC meeting, being the last for the year. This will change the whole psychology in the market again. But for me, seeing this market strong at this moment, we're seeing that to speak now, the NTS is trading at 44,649.38, up by 156.65 basic point, representing 0.4% up. For me, this is a good news for the market as we speak right now. It tells you that this market is becoming interesting for me to let you know. This is a good one. And also, we're saying that also the Naira is trying to gather strength again in the market. But as we speak, market is having a positive market spread. We have 10 gainers against 4 losers as we speak. Good one for the market. In the if you look at the loser chart, we're seeing ICO, leading the loser chart, followed by WAPI, Wati Transcorp being at 1 naira 10 kobo, and also NGS Group trading around the 23 naira now, down by 15 kobo. These are the 4 losers as we speak. But if we check the gainers chart again to the other side of the coin, when we look at that, we're seeing that Nigeria Brewery is leading the pack with almost a 10% gain, about 9.9% up. It's in around the 45 naira 35 kobo. This is about 4 naira 10 kobo up this morning again, followed by Oro PZ. Don't forget that PZ result for Q1 was very impressive. And also don't forget that the qualification date is in January. People also looking at it. It's also one of the gainers this hour leading. The top gainers, followed by Japo Gold. You can see Boa Food also gaining 2 naira as we speak, and Stanbic IBTC. These are the top 5 gainers. I told you earlier they have 10 gainers on the chart as we speak, and 4 losers. For me, it's a good one, but we want to look at the volume, which is the time the volume in terms of volume, like kind of stocks that are leading in terms of volume. And I tell you that volume is very, very important. Like I said when I was explaining about market, that last week the volume that we saw, that's why market gave 1.2. The volume was a decline for the previous week, and that's the day that we want to look at ICE this week to see after the MPC how the volume going to change, because it's when you see this people that are owning cash, especially PFAs, institutional investors, and other high net investors that are still on the fence. When they start coming back to the market, you see the volume will change, and we're seeing that prices are low to attract this inflow to the market. For me, it's a good one for us as we speak. But then we can see that ICO is leading in volume, about 7.7 million shares traded in ICO, followed by Nigeria Brewery, 2.8 billion shares as we speak, and GT Code doing 19 naira 55 kobo, 1.4 million shares, followed by Zenith Bank, 21 naira 40 kobo, 1.36 million shares, and we have Regency Insurance, also doing about 1.2 million shares, at 3 naira at 23 kobo. Sorry, these are the top in terms of volume. You can see that people are not looking away from this financial sector, and also some consumer goods like I told you the corporate action. You can see it in the what is happening in ICO as to speak. Yes, these are the stocks that we're going to look at the index now. They'll now look at how far Nigeria will go on the chart, and GT code also look at Zenith Bank, what is happening there. Then ICO is another stock that we should look. This is a local stock that the earnings for Q3 also is outstanding. PZ is another stock to look what time permits of, and Stanbic IBTC. Those that are in this class know how I told you about this stock to see what is happening there. For another opportunity, we can see that its transport is also trying to resist stabilize at this 1 naira. Now it's also doing 1 naira 10 kobo after 10 1. Want to see how far this stock perform. Let's quickly look at the chart for these stocks and also see our position before our time is fast spent. Yes, we quickly look at the market now. If you look at the chart that is being displayed here, we are back to the live market. Look at this chart, and I believe I'm going to make a little draw now. We want to use our trend line now for a purpose, because you can see that the trend line still tell us that market is on the downtrend, but we can see that there's a progress so far, that the market is trying to resist the decline at this level of 30 43. Now it's back around the 44 600 as we speak. But you should know that market are broken down the strong this line down here, but at this level we're seeing also market coming back to break out this. That once it happen, that will be a good news for the market as we speak. I will tell you this trend here. I need to touch it. Let's, yeah, you can see that. Okay, okay, good one. You can see that this another trend that should watch. Market has stabilized here, kind of resist this line at this point. Now it's not doing higher, lower highs up. Once market break out this down, trend line here up, that will confirm also a good trend. But once you do this one, the second one here, that's a bigger ball. You can see where the market is coming down. That means there's a strong upside potential from where the market touched recently to where it is now. That means any positive information, especially in terms of improved liquidity after the MPC meeting, might see the market breaking out this first trend line here. That's having a form of resistance. Once you break it out, that will be a good journey. But as we speak, market is doing well, not totally bad, a good one, showing a good strength. That strength is coming back to the market powerfully. But we don't want to go further without following up all our necessary indicators that will help us to look at this market effectively. We want to look at our key line. We call our stochastic oscillator. People like to know why we do that. That it will help you to see what is happening. Money flow is key. It's one of the key indicators that we want to look at. Go to our exponential. Turn it to our T line. Is you can use T line. You can use for short term, like as we are doing now. You can use 8 for medium term. Go ahead and use 20 21 days. Then for long term, I use 55. For this is the one we use here in this class, because this is a day chart. You can even though you can do this chart to 1 minute to 55 minutes and the 1 hour. For the chart, in the chart, you look at the minutes and the hours to get the right direction where the market is going. For this, we're using our T line as our normal T line to be 8 moving average exponential, which is here already, and you can see what market is already with that T line. Let's quickly look upon our stochastic oscillator. Okay, let's look at, we can use also the commodity target to test you where the markets are going, the strength in the market. But we don't want to crowd our chart with indicators. All these indicators, I've taught you how to use them. We want to look at them now together in the market as we speak now. If you call me and look at the market, I will tell you that the market has crossed the T line successfully. You can see it here. Actually, I want to bring it down so that you can see. I see the market has crossed the T line. You can see what happened. Market close here. You can see now it's sustained an uptrend on Friday. You can see what is happening at this one now. You can see that this trend has continued. It's a good one for the market. But we're looking at volume that was also sustaining. Other indicators are also moving in that direction. Say that market has really evolved again. You can see that the money flow as we speak is almost 59 now, which is strong. I tell you, as at last week, market was reading around 55. On Friday, as we speak now, market was reading around 50. You can see market have broken all this resistance here. This one. Yes, we're looking at this on again. Once market break out, this double top here, the strong one, it's almost there. Once market break it out and cross this line up, that is funds are already coming back to the market, and that also be a plus. And you can see also the CCI, which is the commodity channel index, is also strong. You can see that it has also moved strong toward within the shaded portion to show strength. Once you break out the upper line here, dotted line here, that is the market is also good. You can see when markets were running up here, when it moved from up here, you saw the trend here up here where they got to. Also, you can see that where money flow is also when it started here. These are what you also look at. Now you are seeing that trend moving up. We are seeing it moving up after touching as low as this point here at this level, and the trend change. You can see the market oscillated here in terms of money flow. Now we are seeing a stable movement going up now. for me, market is seriously strong as we speak. We want to look at the outcome of MPC meeting. That will go a long way also to see what will happen at the end of the day. That's why we need to keep our finger crossed and keep our eyes on the activities of MPC meeting and what they come out for. What that would be a good thing for the market. But I believe the way market is doing this morning, market is really very, very strong for me. You can see it here yourself. All indicators are still looking good. You still want also to call up, we have seen the indicator for the 60 and let's quickly look at the call up the stochastic oscillator for momentum, no position. You need to also look at that stock, that chart, that indicator to help you catch the place of things easily without stress. You can see where the market is still now. You can see that, tell you that the momentum in the market is very strong now. It's a good one because market across the still line, which I tell you, and momentum remains strong above 80. You can see it here, tested up here and continue in that direction. Money flow still looking up. Good news for the market as we speak. Yes, like quickly one, I want to start with the Nigeria Brewery. I want to see how far it will go, the strength behind this momentum we are seeing in the Nigeria Brewery. We need to look at it together. But I'm not saying you should go and buy the stock just for you to be guided in what you are doing. I'm not recommending either buy or sell, but look at it here. You can see on the day chart that's crossing the T line, which is a good sign for the stock. And you can see your money flow is coming. Here it's still below 50, but it's a good one looking up. And momentum is sharp here on the stock. And if you go to 1 hour chart also for Nigeria Brewery, you can see the position of the T line where it is. Here you might see that for the last hours, you can see that it has moved that move up with that gain of 4% and it will remain on that. That's why you are seeing this trending on a hourly basis. It's a good one that's seen above the T line, and we are seeing also yes, position of profit taking will be there no more from now, but we can see that position and so this one has popped up here at a strong momentum. So you can see that money flow is still looking up below 40, below 50, but still looking up on a 1 hour chart. If you look at 5 minute chart for this stock, you need to look at 5 minute chart for this stock. You can see that also 5 minute chart, you can see where it is, saying that the stock is still very low, the momentum is low, money flow is not coming. And that's why for live chart, you prefer to look at the 1 hour chart that you can get the reposition of the then. I do 15 minutes, but 1 hour chart is more proper for me to look at whenever I'm taking a live chart on the market. Yes, quickly look at what is happening in GT code. You need to look at what the psychology in GT. For now, you can see what the investors are doing with stock like Nigeria Brewery, because we have seen their position there already. Look at GT code, you can see trust bank holding, you can see GT code on a 1 hour chart. Strong thing you can see starting from here. You can see for how long it has been on this point. You can see it remained above the T line. You can see also when it was above the T line, the momentum sustained here. You can see where it started and all the way it remained up even when it came down to it still went up, came down because it didn't break out the T line, it remained above the word. The momentum remained strong here before it finally came down, and that is when it started telling below what the T line on the 1 hour. But now you can speak for the last day, you can see the last hours, the previous hours, I think the stock is in green. It has even touched as high as almost 960 on this chart now before it came down to where it is now around 950. 955, where 1955 you can see. But if you look at the money flow is still strong for this code on the 1 hour chart, and we're seeing that the trend is still coming up now. For me, it's a good one. But we want to look at a day chart for the stock proper to know the position of the stock on the day chart. On the day chart, you can see that it has extended what the move. Like I said earlier, this point here is another top, double top. Once able to break out this, it tested it now. So that a breakout of this also give us another new movement, and we expect that this will be the next target again. That means around 21, 50. But we can see now stock almost going to around 20 naira, 1955, 56. You can see that, and money flow is very, very strong. I'm monitoring the stock is still so strong as we speak. But you can see that this one on the chart, you can see that it's going down little here, but let's see whether it will remain at this point. But money flow for me strong at the what at 58 points. That means fund is entering GTB as we speak. People are taking position, and that is a good news for the stock. Want to quickly look at Zenith Bank as we speak now. What is Zenith Bank doing as we speak? It's very, very important to also look at this company that has been the most profitable bank for 3 to 7 years in this market, and they are sustained that. You want to know what is the bank doing. You can see on a day chart, you can see that the stock is it form a good price structure or price action that Friday, but this morning is also trying to make up, but still remain above the T line. It does not confirm an uptrend, try to move that, but still slow down. You can see here money flow is picking up, and you can see that there's a slow down momentum a little, and that has reflected also in the candlestick we're seeing, the price action we're seeing here. That's so that people are like to sell down at this point the price, and that is what we are seeing a slow down momentum also in the stock. But if you look at 1 hour chart for Zenith Bank, let's see how it look at 1 hour chart. That's a good one. Flat on what on the T line has not broken down, but I tell you the movement we saw on 1 hour chart for GT code, I think is more for me. It's more presentable, and tell you that that was strong. But the good thing that at this point I tell you that the 1 hour chart, you can see where it is. Low momentum here, that means any moment from now you can see a universal and uptrend. Let's keep our finger crossed for Zenith Bank. Quick one, we want to look at ICO. What is ICO? ICO situation, you can see that ICO is looking down in the 1 hour chart. You can see it here. Module and money flow. To look at it to see exactly what the stock is doing. Then you can also look at the day chart for ICO. Let's see what ICO is doing for the day chart. Let's see how it's going. How ICO is going for the day chart. You can see the day chart. You can see that ICO is selling below what the T line. You can see sell volume. There's that. And you can see momentum looking down for ICO, both on a daily and a 1 hour chart. Let's tell you that something also happening. People are selling down on that stock. People want to look at PZ before we finally look at the Stanbic and Transport. PZ, want to look at PZ here. PZ this morning on a day chart, you can see it's trading above the T line here. You can see it's not green here, but 9:35 here we're seeing. Okay, see it here. We're seeing a kind of an upgrade from a slow momentum coming up. It's a good one. And money flow looking up. For the fourth day, we're seeing the rebound on the turn of uptrend. We want to see what's going to sustain going to the future, to the week. But let's keep our finger crossed. On a 1 hour chart, it's now flat on what on the T line. Money flow reading 55, and also for me, there's a mixed trend on a 1 hour chart and a day chart. It's a good one for PZ. We quickly look at the Stanbic before we go to transport. Stanbic before we go to transport. Stanbic, you can see on the 1 hour chart, good move. I will tell you that this is a good move. You can see sharp movement here that remain above the T line since how many hours for previous 3 days, and you can see it now on the 1 hour chart is still looking up. They have not broken that T line. For me, it's making up. We're almost at 31 now. I tested 31 today. It's a sharp good one for me, and money flow is within 73, and the sharp up turn here, and the momentum is still very strong for the stock. You need to look at all this as a trader to also guide you. But on a day chart, let's look at the day chart before we finally go to transport. You can see the move now. The stock is already doing 31 naira as we speak now. That's where the stock is doing. Sharp one, money flow within 75 on the, and you can see a good move on the momentum. Good one, you can see it here. Sharp momentum here up. That's why you must look at your T line and look at what is doing, and also look at volume. Volume is also improving. Once you cross the black line, that is an above average, but we're seeing a strong volume also coming. But until you cross this one, but this is an improvement, and also it's sustained a move since the previous day, 2 days now. You can see that that's maintained this uptrend. You can see from cross here and sustain. Fine for the stock. Finally, let's look at transport before we call it a day. Look at transport before we call it a day. Transport. As we're looking at transport, calling out the chart of transport, those that have taken advantage of the discount, and the discount will close by Friday. The 20% discount for the coming Investdata Traders and Investor Summit, and the materials have already started coming out for those speakers. We're all preparing for it. That means you need to take time and also go and look at your itineraries and book that date. The first Saturday for the month of December. For early prediction will also help you like the opportunity, the economic reset and the financial market reset, and the political is going to provide for investors. I want you to take first chance and also position ahead of others, and that will also determine what will come to you if you are in the right position. That's why you try and be in this world, no matter your tight schedule, make out time to be, because yes, where you see 8 speakers in a day for almost that means 1 hour to each person or less, we're going to have to give you insight of what we need to expect for the financial market reset. You should prepare, because when we are prepared for anything, we will not be caught unaware. But when you are not prepared, even when the opportunity comes, you are not prepared, the opportunity will not slip out of your hand. But when we are prepared and see this opportunity, catch on it, and that's how to create wealth. And want to the matter the sentence associated with the election year and even the election year, there are opportunity in all this. But for you to know this reset, the opportunity this reset and catch into it, that will go a long way to redefine your confidence, and at the same time your bottom line, which is your profit. And that you need to look, prepare yourself. I look forward to see you to take advantage of this discount window that will that will allow on that Black Friday, which is on the 24th of this month. On Friday, take advantage of that also Black Friday, to make sure that after that you go back to the 30,000 naira, fee for the workshop, for the summit. Look forward to see you. For quick one, this is the chart of Transcorp as we speak. Yeah, try to pull back from 11 naira, 11 kobo, but still flat on the T line. It has not broken the T line down. I see that money flow is still reading about 75, 76 strong, and the momentum in that stock is still very strong. That's why there's a sign already for for either profit taking or for weak signal. But what to speak, this momentum is still very strong, but they have not go down below the 80 point we have dotted like we're saying here. That means for Transcorp, it's a good one. If you are there, don't panic, hold your position and watch. Like I said, even on a daily, on a 1 hour chart, we see that it has been up and down here. Certainly now it's just marginally below the T line here. You can see it here, this line, but maintaining about 57 money flow, and we're seeing a reversal momentum here. That means let's keep our finger crossed for the stop. But I'll tell you, the mode of the market at this hour is a very strong market, and it's good for those that are preparing for Santa Claus rally and also end of the year seasonality, especially if you are taking position. And also, I look forward to see the outcome of FBC meeting tomorrow. On this note, to say thank you, I look forward to see you tomorrow, and also encourage you to also take advantage of the the investment the discount window. Not only that, you have to also improve your worth, your confidence in this market by taking advantage of all the experience this we are going to share at this coming workshop. It's a summit for traders and investors, which I know we are one of them. Be in that class, and anywhere you are in the world, as we are talking now, join us in that, because it's going to be a live online summit that everyone partake, and the stocks to buy for the year 2023 will also be made available. And I'll tell you these stocks, because if you go online and see the one that was recommended for 2022, you now know that yes, if you are in that 2022 as at December 4th, 2021, you are taking profit by now. If you know what you have gained for this year, even though you are not in the market again now, if you are still in the market, you can see the opportunity of what that is coming to reposition again for another boom, in 2023. I say thank you and enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye.